What is up, Ridgepoint Church? Welcome to another kind of a midweek update to the point of things that are happening this week at Ridgepoint Church. We're going to try to do these on a regular basis to let you know here's some things that are upcoming at Ridgepoint Church. Here's some things happening right now. And especially this week's a little bit different. Normally we'll use the Facebook Live platform, but today we're going to send this out via social media, but also through email. So we're doing a recorded video. That probably will not be the case a whole lot moving forward, but we're trying it out today because we have a lot of exciting things taking place. First and foremost, tonight, Thursday night, we're actually wrapping up our version of Vacation Bible School, Camp RPC. This past week, we've been rocking out, our theme being gadgets and gizmos. And no hype, no hyperbole. I promise you, the last 4 days, and I expect nothing less tonight, the last 4 days have been the best Vacation Bible School I've ever been a part of. Our volunteers have rocked it out, both in the quality of what they do, but also the number of volunteers every week. I know you guys are tired. I want to let you know from the bottom of my heart how much I appreciate the effort that has been put in this week to literally do whatever it takes to reach children in our area with the good news of Jesus. And every kid has gone home just super excited about camp. And I know everyone has done a great job. Tanya, our fearless leader, has been just amazing all week long. So thank you for the time that you put in this week to make that happen. But I also want to focus on this coming weekend. Obviously, this coming Sunday is Father's Day. And that alone would be a big deal. We're going to have some games for dads. We're going to have some fun times with that. But in addition to that, we have probably the biggest service in terms of the amount of stuff putting in that we've ever had. We have just a lot of stuff with mission trips coming up and the wrap-up of Camp RPC and dad games and all that stuff that comes with it. But we're also wrapping up a series. And I want to let you know before I get into what that is about, I want to let you know that because it's such a big service, we're bringing everyone together at 10 a.m. for one service. So if you normally come to our first service, be there at 10 a.m. this coming Sunday, one service. And if you normally come to second service, make sure you get there a little bit early because we're only going to have one service, 10 a.m. If you want to come out early, 9:30, hang out, have some coffee, hang out with your friends, it'll be awesome. But at 10 o'clock, that service begins. And we're wrapping up a series. We've been laying a foundation for a couple of weeks, talking about the role that our faith plays. And this week in particular, we're going to be talking about this amazing passage from the Bible that talks about that sometimes God's calling leads to taking some big risks in our life. In fact, the riskier life becomes, I think the more just aware we become of God's work in our life. I would say it this way, our awareness of God increases as our control over our situation decreases. I want you to get that. Our awareness of God increases as our control over our situation decreases. I know most of us, we'd like to have control, and when we lose control, that freaks us out. But sometimes God calls us to a calling that's above our nature. We mentioned this last week, to a calling that's supernatural. In fact, in the Gospel of Matthew, Jesus is speaking, he's telling some parables, and one of the parables he tells is of a person, a master who comes and gives to his servants different talents, different money, and some choose to take chances and invest that money. And when they did that, the money they invested had been doubled. Some 5 talents, some 2 talents, and their investment was doubled. But one said, I want to take risks, I want to play it safe. And for the 2 that had taken that chance, Jesus says to them, well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful over a little, I will set you over much. And then he says this, enter into the joy of your master. As followers of Jesus, the most important thing that we do is we follow Jesus. We follow the example that he sets in putting people over our other priorities. And so as we launch into this week in particular, we're going to share some crucial information of how we as individuals can maximize our impact. But also we believe that as a church, God has brought us into a very, very special season. Some amazing things have been happening, some of which we're going to be able to share for the first time this coming Sunday. I know during our announcement time last week, Michael Matthews shared this, but he said, man, if you're at all a part of Ridgepoint Church, you want to be there this Sunday, as we're going to share some crucial information of some opportunities that God has presented to us, where we believe he might be calling us right now to be willing to do whatever it takes as a church to reach our community for Jesus. So I want to encourage you again, be there this coming Sunday, one service, 10 a.m. We would love to have you join us. If you have family, friends, invite them. If your dad is in the community, you can still invite him out. Invite dads. We're going to have an amazing time, and we're going to hear this amazing journey that God has for us. 10 a.m. this Sunday. We want to see you then.